Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Thank you for coming today. My name is John Hance. Thank you. I'm the faculty advisor for the Campus Slate. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today for the launch of our iOS version of the Pocket Campus Slate app. The main agenda here today is for you to have some lunch, and if you haven't, there's food in the back. Don't get up just now, but in a minute. Also, we have some prizes, courtesy of Campus Life and Microsoft, the Microsoft, who donated some cool equipment. And, of course, to introduce the new app and find out how you'll be able to download it on your phone. And in a moment, you're going to learn exactly what that app is and how it can better connect you to NYIT and keep you informed what's going on campus. But first, a couple of very brief words. In just over 2 years from now, and by the way, you see it right on the cover of the new issue, which just came back from the printer today. Thank you to our friends at the digital printing department for getting that done. We really appreciate that. In just a little over 2 years, the Campus Slate is going to be celebrating its 50th anniversary. It began publication in 1966, which I think is the year after this campus opened. That's a long time ago. But what the staff here has done, that's the Campus Slate staff and the guys from the folks from the IEEE, probably ranks as one of the big milestones in that 50-year history. The app you're going to see today is demonstrated as the culmination of more than a year's work by students from computer science, engineering, English, communication arts, fine arts, management, and health sciences. People say the future is interdisciplinary. I can't think of a more interdisciplinary group than we have here at the Campus Slate. Pranav, the leader of the development team, is going to walk you through the app in a second. But first, I mentioned the history of the Campus Slate. We have someone with us today, a special guest, who is not only important in the history of the Slate, but very important in the history of NYIT. I believe he is also one of the few people who is in his position in any institute of higher learning in America who not only fully understands the role of student media, but fully supports it, whether or not he agrees with everything he reads in the student media. And the proof of that is that he has taken time from an incredibly busy globe-trotting schedule to be here at our event today. So I'd like to introduce, we're honored to have him here, the president and CEO of the New York Institute of Technology, Dr. Edward Giuliano.
Well, where else would I want to be today, John? Campus Slate is indeed very close to my heart. And I don't want to correct my colleague, but the future, John, it might be interdisciplinary, but it's definitely mobile. Mobile's right, is the future. And I'll tell you a quick story, and then I'll tell you a little bit of the Campus Slate. I am happy here to celebrate a milestone in the Campus Slate as I look across the green field and see what was a garage when I became the advisor to the Campus Slate. And that advice, there were highs and lows. Getting an office that looked like an office, and I'll come back to that. But my point I want to make about mobile is a few months ago, someone spoke to me about applications to NYIT and said, do you know how many students applied to college 3 years ago using a mobile device? I mean, you apply to college on your iPhone? It didn't make sense to me. I said none. He said, you're right. 2 years ago, how many applied to college using a mobile device? Now, I figured everybody uses computers. You go home, we've passed that. And he said 2%. How many people last year applied to college using a mobile device, which, of course, means tablet or phone? 44%. And then he said, you want to see the NYIT mobile app? you know what it was? It was the online one squeezed to your little, you couldn't possibly apply to that. So that hit home in a hurry, because if you don't have a mobile app, you're nowhere. So I can tell you that as of last week, we have 2 mobile apps for NYIT, the internal and the external marketing ones. So we had a lot of people working. So this is really a very, very, very timely moment to have a mobile app for the Campus Slate. And as I said, when I became the advisor, the Slate was in the building across the way. Actually, it had no building when I became advisor. One day I got a call from the president of the university, Matthew Shore at the time, and says, "Can you come and see me? We have a problem with the Campus Slate." It was a little bit, didn't practice the highest standards of journalism. So I got coerced into trying to help being a published journalist and writer at the time and professor of English. So I joined, and it was very pleasant, and I'm really very happy to see even one of the editors here, Kevin Horton, when I was back at the Slate, and Kevin certainly grew a lot, and there's a lot. We had people get married, we get people who got wonderful jobs, and we had people who hung out and really behaved. And we had issues, people using the phone line to call, pornographic sites and things. But honestly, the students were terrific. It was more than a club, and it was a kind of on-campus apprenticeship and internship that really benefits them all. And some of those friendships last forever. So, and every university needs a campus voice. And yes, sometimes they can say things that maybe, but we don't do anything wrong here, so they can't really say anything bad about us. So I fully appreciate that. So as I said, it's a long history. I think, and I actually know who the founder was of the Campus Slate, and it was 66, because one of the projects we undertook was, and maybe it's not there anymore, it is in the library. Nobody was keeping all the back issues. So then they started filing them, and then some of the old alums said, I was on the Campus Slate. We actually moved here in 64, but the paper came out in 66. So again, I don't want to take much more time, but to say I know it's a student event because there's food here. I noted that the pizza went first. Maybe that's why I haven't had a slice of pizza in a year or two. I'm always not the first one there. But this really is an interesting event, and now we need to start tracking and seeing how many people we can get. So you're ahead of our communications and marketing office, because our NYIT site there needs to get more traffic as well, but this will tie in nicely. So congratulations. This is a great story. I have no idea how you create an app, but apparently you need more than a degree in computer science to do that. Plus you need, papal dispensation from Apple to even attempt something like that. So congratulations to you, and I look forward to seeing what it's all about today. Thanks.
Now we're going to introduce the guy who is really the man behind all of this. Pranav, take it away.
Guys, I think you guys can hear me, right? We're good? Well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming today. It really means a lot, not only to myself, but I'm not the real force behind it at all, to be honest. And I'm going to ask, can the IEEE Software Division please stand up? All the members, these are your true developers. Let me mention one thing. The Campus Slate did not go outside of campus and talk to some third-party developers. No. I told them specifically, give me the time, I know the people that are interested, and you'll have something that's going to knock your socks off. And boy, did we deliver. Having said that, it is my honor to present to you, as you can probably see up on the screen right here, the new version of the Pocket Campus Slate apps for Android and Windows Phone. Now, I know, the question is, what about us iPhone users? Well, I'm going to make the announcement that it is done. It is in the submission process. latest that the iPhone app is going to be out is probably early next week. So keep checking the Apple App Store with the search term Pocket Campus Slate, and once you see it, download it right then and there. As I said before, I'm now going to present to you guys on the Windows Phone platform the Pocket Campus Slate and talk to you guys a little bit about what's new from the previous version. So you launch it, take a look at the splash screen. So you see that first thing you notice is the editor's letter that's on the website every single time we update it. So you can read through, and now you go into features. Oh yeah, I forgot, here's the kicker. How about the ability to contact clubs, Greek letter organizations that are here today, as well as the Slate editors and staff? I actually put in the ability for you guys to email from your Windows phone and basically return to the app. You can contact if you have an idea, if you want to comment, simply just get involved. You're closer to your campus, and I'm going to use you, and basically in 2 words, the Pocket Campus Slate apps are interactive and innovative. They are right there for you at that time you need it, which is now. So let's take a look a little further. So you see that we have Slate editor board, the Slate staff. Let's just go through it. You can see that you get the information of every single staff writer and their role, if they're a staff writer, if they're a business manager, so on and so forth. And here's actually one of my favorite parts is finally you can actually read an article on your phone. People say we want news, we want it now. You have it. With Android, you have it pretty much up to the nearest second. The Android app now looks great, and you can either, to be able to get it on your phone, contact Nick Pissarro, who's my lead Android developer, or Jason Scott, who's also another Android developer on my team. We'll be able to, and also we're going to have my software guys, we're going to be walking around, and we ask you one thing. We want to get your feedback. We've shown you what we've done, but we want to know, what can we do next? What do you want to see next? This is the chance that not many students say that they get to have. And to interact with people that are your friends, that are able to do this, gets more for everyone rather than just, the university. Of course, university name fame would increase. But today is the day that you celebrate your friends' accomplishments and that you celebrate, the accomplishment of a campus and, of course, the Campus Slate. Having that said, I will conclude my presentation. I'm going to throw it right back over to Professor John Hans. Thank you guys for coming. Enjoy the apps.
So, for those of you who want to get your Windows or Android version downloaded, can they do that here today?
They can do that here today.
Great, you do that right here. For those of you with your iOS phones, if you found out today, we're still the approval is
we're actually going to try, and we've actually succeeded in getting it expedited, meaning we're going to get it faster.
You were this morning, all right? You were talking to him this morning. Okay. Well, what we do hope is that people can go talk to Nick, talk to people here, and we'll give you the link to get it. We'll give you the link. It's supposed to be I wasn't supposed to be talking again, but we'll give you the link to find out when to get it. In fact, we might even be able to maybe get people's emails who are interested, and we could send them an alert when it's up.
When the iPhone is up, we'll definitely let you know. Check the website. I'll probably have an article up there about it, about the iPhone release. Actually, if you do have, for those of you that took the time out of your day to come here, here's one big incentive to stay. Since NYIT actually has developer connections to various companies such as Microsoft, Apple, and Android, you can thank, a shout out goes to Microsoft. We were able to get these prizes, which usually would break the bank around Black Friday, costing about $60. But, I was able to work a little bit, see if I could pull a few strings and get some prizes. So we got a free Microsoft Arc mouse and an Arc keyboard. Both of these are wireless. And, whoever wins these, you're pretty much going to be darn happy that you got them. It's top of the line. And, of course, from the Office of Campus Life, we cannot forget, they contributed the iPad, and we want to thank them as well. So please give them a round of applause real quickly.
Yes, thank you for that. I think the event team is going to come up and start reading off the potential prize winners. But first, the other important person who has to say just a couple of quick words, and I think we also want to introduce the staff, very briefly have them stand up, but I'm going to ask her to do that, is our editor-in-chief, Erica Brand.
Hi, guys. So first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming, and a special thank you to the president. But also, a lot of hard work and dedication does go into the slate as the Pocket Campus Slate, so I would like to thank all the writers on the staff, and especially my managing editor, Mia Chalet. Please stand up. Big thank you to her. Big thank you to our layout designer, Kristen. Big thank you to John Santamaria. I couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, John.
And also our business managers, Colsum and Jill Heel. Please stand up. Thank you to you guys. And also thank you to Rachel for making this event happen. Couldn't do it without you. So to conclude, we're going to do our raffles, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Read the campus slate.
All right, so I know many of you guys have iPhones here and are dying to know when it's going to be officially released. What's going to happen is you guys can come to me and give me your email, your contact info. And what we'll do is that once I get word that the Campus Slate app for iOS is officially out, you guys will get a blast email. And that way you'll be able to go onto the App Store and download it. Or you can watch out on the Twitter feed for the Campus Slate, at NYIT Campus Slate as well, or the website for further details, and I will let you know when the app is available for the iPhone. All right? Here's Erica, and thank you guys so much for coming. Really, it means a lot.
Okay, guys, congratulations to everybody who won, and the event is over. Thank you all for showing up. I hope you guys had a good time.